It was a pretty wild second quarter. What happened in the real estate market? I'll run through all the numbers right now. You're definitely going to want to watch this one. The number one question in real estate is how's the market? And obviously the answer to that, it depends. Are you looking to buy, sell, rent, invest? You've heard me say that before. Let me break down some stats. I broke down everything for you in Philadelphia, Montgomery, Delaware, and Chester counties since the beginning of the year through the end of June. So the full first and second quarter, and we've seen some changes. So let me share the data, and then we'll talk about what that means for people that are looking to buy or looking to sell. So average sale prices are up between 6 and 8.8% year over year through the end of June. The number of sales are down between 37.5% to 44.1%, almost half less sales through Q1 and Q2 in the greater Philadelphia area. Days on market continues to remain consistent, ranging from 45 to 56 days, and that's a decrease in some areas and a little bit of an increase in others. Not anything that's too crazy when you're talking about that narrow of a range of really 11 days. Sellers are continuing to get very close to their asking price, between 95.8% to 97.8% at the time the home goes under contract. And supply, you've heard me talk about this way too much. Supply is very low. In Philadelphia, there's a 3-month supply through the end of June. That's down 37.5% from last year. In the suburban markets, in the 3-county area, a 1.9 to 2.2 month supply. That's down from 45 to 48.5%. Crazy numbers. Almost half less homes are available. Rates are still less than 3% on a 30-year fixed. Non-jumbo, jumbos are coming in the low threes, anywhere from 3 1/8 to 3 1/4. And lastly, 7.6% of all the homes that sold through the end of June that closed were above 650,000. So that means 92.4% were under 650. The sample size there is 15,538 homes. So we just gave you a lot of data. Tons of information. So sit on that. Let's talk about what that means for buyers and sellers. So if you're looking to sell a home right now, I'm going to talk to you about very basic supply and demand. Our supply is low. It's almost a third to almost a half of where it was last year. And with super low interest rates, demand is high. So if you're thinking about selling, we're seeing prices go up, again, but in that 6 to 8% range year over year, and we're seeing very cheap money relative to where we were last year with interest rates. There may not have been a better time to sell as long as I've been selling real estate, which is 2 decades. So if you're thinking about moving, especially if you got an investment property you want to cash out on, if you're looking to downsize and you have your new home already secured, that's one of the big challenges. We'll talk about that in a second. Or you just want to take advantage of all the new equity in your home and make an upgrade. Have a conversation with a real estate agent. There's a lot of ingredients here for a bull market. I just broke a couple of them down for you, and obviously the market stats reflect that. So if you've been thinking about selling, your home may be worth a little more than you think. We've been having this conversation with sellers on a daily basis. If you're thinking about buying, the one thing to take advantage of here in a super competitive market when you got really low supply, you've got less homes available, less homes are selling. You've got historically low interest rates, the lowest interest rates since they started keeping track. Let me say that again, the lowest interest rates since they started keeping track. So that's the reason to buy. Your affordability is higher than ever, and especially if you're moving into that like 20-year property, that's the time when you want to really take advantage and lock in a lower payment because you may never see rates this low ever again. So there's reasons to make a decision on both sides. You have to look at the other part of it. How hard is it going to be to secure a property? Where are you going to move to? That's obviously the challenge right now with the competitive nature of purchasing properties in the summer of 2020. So that's where it's really important. You get a professional who knows how to win in multiple offer situations, who understands the market, who understands the direction of the economy. So maybe talk to a couple realtors if you're thinking about making this move, because not everyone's going to be equipped to make your needs happen. So a lot of stuff happening here, a lot of reasons to sell, one great reason to buy. If you got more specific needs, you know how to get in touch with our team, and we'll keep you informed as we navigate a crazy real estate market through the summer like we've never seen before.